Stephen Bear was being released early from jail today after serving half of his sentence, but despite now being free, Bear is still haunted according to body language expert Judi James. The disgraced reality star was handed a 21-month sentence in March after being found guilty of sharing a sex tape with ex-girlfriend Georgia Harrison without her permission. On January 17, the 33-year-old walked free. During his sentencing, Bear was also slapped with a restraining order and told not to contact Harrison for 5 years. Bear must also keep police informed of his whereabouts for an entire decade. Reports that Bear would walk free earlier than expected first appeared in the new year, with one outlet saying he'd be released on his January 15th birthday. Bear is said to have vowed to stay clear of social media and will reportedly be turning his back on his previous wildlife, which included selling X-rated snaps and videos on OnlyFans and sharing them on X, formerly Twitter. Rather than his short hair, he sported shoulder-length locks as well as a bushy beard. Bear, who also appeared on X on the beach, didn't comment as he walked out of the prison. Sharing her thoughts on the first sighting of Bear following his release from prison, body language guru Judi has suggested that Bear's former extravagant and obnoxious persona has been shed in prison, and upon his release, he looked timid and almost hunted in the photos captured. Speaking to The Mirror, the expert explained, "Stephen Bear's cocky, arrogant persona always looked utterly resilient. This is the man who saw every camera as a prompt to showboat with a branded look that included the perma-tan, the bling and the body language posturing. This persona lasted throughout his run in Big Brother, making it seem less like an act and more like the authentic version of himself, and it seemed to have inflated once he sought publicity outside the house. When he went into court, the performance became even more overkill. But coming out of prison, it's not just the tan and the neat grooming that have done a vanishing act. Bear's hair is now long and he wears an unkempt beard. But it's the change in his eye expression that is even more shocking. Here he looks wary and the cameras seem to make him look hunted rather than bringing out his extrovert side. Even when he does look towards the camera, his head tilts, and the way his much sadder-looking eyes seem unable to meet the lens directly suggest reluctance rather than spotted opportunity when it comes to publicity." Judi added, "His mouth is held part open, and when he does raise his chin in what looks like an attempt at defiance, his frown and his slightly haunted eye expression make him look anything but confident here." Prior to his release, Bear boasted on social media the exact date he would be walking free, having spent 11 months behind bars. In a post from Bear's official X account, someone appearing to write for the inmate shared, "I will be leaving Brixton Prison on the 17th of January. Can't wait to get my life back on track. Who's excited to see me?" Attached to the post was a poll where his followers could vote whether or not they were excited for him to be set free from prison. The poll racked up over 8,600 votes. 18.4% voted saying "I can't wait to see you," while a whopping 81.6% voted, "I'd rather watch paint dry." He was found guilty of voyeurism and 2 counts of disclosing private, sexual photographs and films with Georgia, without her consent. She bravely waived her right to anonymity. Following his sentencing last year, Bear was also ordered to pay Harrison the sum of £200,000, the highest amount awarded in an image abuse case. Months after the trial, he was forced to sell his Essex pad for £525,000 on Rightmove. Throughout his trial, Bear was dating model Jessica Smith, with the 24-year-old swearing she would stand by him and often appearing at court with the former TV personality. But Smith ended up leaving Bear in September and is thought to have since moved on with a man named Josh. Bear reportedly cried for days when Smith ended their relationship over the phone and has been sending her letters from his cell at HMP Chelmsford begging for a second chance, with a source telling Mirror Online, He said he was beside him and cried for days when Jessica ended things and has been sending letters asking for a second chance. And in the next breath, asking about his clothes and shoes. That just sums him up. Me. Jessica is better off out of it, and she realizes that now. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.